Chosen one, listen closely because what I am about to say is not casual. This is not a message for the ordinary, the distracted, or the faint-hearted. There is a stirring within you, a pulse, a whisper that has been growing quietly, almost imperceptibly. You have felt it, the weight of anticipation pressing against your spirit, the sense that something far greater than your current understanding is unfolding. This is not coincidence. This is divine timing, a moment crafted before the foundations of the world, and it is reaching for you now. The breakthrough you have longed for, prayed for, and even wept over is closer than you think. Not tomorrow, not someday, but now. A shift is happening in the unseen realms, and it is aligned perfectly with the cry of your heart. For far too long you have endured seasons of waiting. Seasons where doors seemed closed. Seasons where storms raged around you, where hope felt distant. You may have wondered if your efforts, your faith, your prayers had been in vain. But let me tell you this, every tear, every struggle, every moment of solitude has been carefully orchestrated. Heaven has not overlooked you. God has not forgotten your calling. In the depths of your waiting, divine gears have been turning. Invisible hands have been moving pieces on the board of your life, unseen battles have been fought on your behalf, and divine light has been stretching toward the dark corners of your journey, preparing to illuminate a path that has been hidden from mortal eyes. This breakthrough is not just a change in circumstances. It is a transformation, a release, a divine confirmation that the plans for your life are far bigger than the limitations you have known. And yet, I must speak with urgency. You cannot miss the signs. You cannot let distraction, doubt, or fear cloud your perception. Your breakthrough is personal. It is sacred. It is tailored to the unique calling stamped upon your life. You may feel tension, anticipation, and even discomfort as the invisible currents of heaven move around you. That is because God is orchestrating a shift so precise, so profound, that when it arrives, it will catch your heart and your spirit in ways you cannot yet fully grasp. Prepare yourself now in spirit and in mind to recognize the movement of God. Your breakthrough is approaching, and it will speak in ways that cannot be ignored. Keep your heart attentive. Keep your eyes fixed on the divine. And know this, the moment you have been waiting for is no longer distant. It is nearer than you have believed, and it carries with it a confirmation, a declaration from heaven, that your faith, your persistence, and your calling are not wasted. Something extraordinary is on its way, something that will change everything. Now understand this clearly. The voice guiding you is not of this world. It is the whisper of eternity, the declaration of the one who holds time, purpose, and destiny in his hands. This message comes directly from God, the source of all life, the author of your path, and the keeper of every promise you have ever clung to in the quiet hours of the night. Every hesitation you have felt, every uncertainty has been observed, measured, and woven into the fabric of a greater plan that only He can see in its entirety. You may not see it yet, but divine intelligence has been orchestrating events around you, aligning circumstances, people, and even unseen forces to converge at this very moment. God's timing is perfect, and His methods are beyond human comprehension. The breakthrough that stirs in your spirit is not random. It is destined. It is the fulfillment of prayers, dreams, and desires that have been sanctified and preserved by heaven itself. There is an intentionality to this moment that cannot be replicated, imitated, or delayed by mortal interference. Feel the weight of this truth. Every setback you experienced, every door that seemed closed, every opportunity that slipped away, was part of a divine calibration. Heaven has been moving silently, preparing a path that your eyes cannot yet see, but your spirit already recognizes. It is in this hidden work that your faith has been strengthened, your patience refined, and your readiness sharpened. God is not just speaking about a change in your situation. He's speaking about a shift in your identity, in your capacity, in the very essence of who you are meant to become. This is why it is crucial to remain receptive. Pay attention to the subtle whispers, the nudges, the impressions that cannot be explained by logic alone. These are the fingerprints of God guiding you toward the appointed alignment, where your breakthrough will intersect with your life. The divine mind does not work in haste, nor does it leave gaps in preparation. Every detail is considered, every season accounted for, and every step calculated to ensure that when the moment arrives, it is unmistakable and undeniable. Trust is required now, not the passive trust that drifts in the breeze, but a deliberate active trust that rises in the heart and declares, "I believe, even when I do not yet see." Heaven is testing the readiness of your spirit, measuring the sincerity of your devotion and confirming the strength of your resilience. The voice that speaks to you is patient yet urgent. It is loving yet firm. It carries with it authority that transcends fear, doubt, and distraction. Let the awareness settle within you. You are not encountering mere coincidence. You are standing at a threshold positioned at a convergence of divine intention. What is about to be revealed is not ordinary. It is sacred, purposeful, and perfectly timed. The plans of God for your life are moving with precision, and the next steps you take will intersect with forces beyond human comprehension. Heaven is aligning, and you are at the center of this orchestration. Prepare your heart to receive what is coming. Allow your spirit to attune to the voice that has been speaking all along, the voice that has guided, corrected, and refined you through every season. What follows will confirm, elevate, and awaken the part of you that has been waiting quietly, faithfully, for this exact moment in time. Now listen carefully, because the time has come to lift the veil slightly to reveal the edges of what God is orchestrating in your life. The breakthrough that hovers just beyond your current reality is no accident. It is a divine eruption, a convergence of purpose and timing that has been quietly gathering momentum in the unseen. Imagine a mighty river hidden underground, carving a path through mountains and stone, unseen, yet relentless, until the moment arrives when it bursts forth with unstoppable force. That river is your destiny, and it is about to emerge. This is the moment when what was promised begins to manifest. God is preparing to open doors that have remained sealed, doors that you have knocked on in vain for years. But now, these doors will swing wide, not because of human effort, but because heaven itself has intervened. People and opportunities you never anticipated will appear. Situations that once seemed impossible will suddenly align in miraculous synchronicity. The chains of limitation that bound your dreams will begin to break, scattering under the pressure of divine authority. You may not see the full picture yet, but God's hand is unmistakable. There are forces at work, some visible, some unseen, shaping circumstances around you. The enemy may have tried to obscure your path, planting confusion, fear, and delay. But his strategies cannot withstand the precision of heaven. The storms you faced, the setbacks, the betrayals, and the doors that slammed shut were never the end. They were preparation, calibration, and refinement. And now the tides are turning. The winds of divine favor are shifting in your direction. Picture a dawn breaking over a dark landscape. The first rays of light do not simply illuminate the land, they reveal treasures hidden in shadows, paths concealed in mist, and opportunities cloaked in the night. This is how your breakthrough will arrive. It may not appear as a single explosive moment. Sometimes it comes as a series of doors opening, people aligning, and events falling into place so seamlessly that you cannot deny the hand of God. Other times it arrives as a sudden, undeniable miracle that stops you in your tracks and makes you catch your breath in awe. Either way, the message is the same. Your season of waiting is ending. And this is intensely personal. God is speaking directly to your life-crafting circumstances specifically for you. The promotion you have longed for, the recognition you have hoped for, the healing, the restoration, the alignment, they are all converging. There is a divine fingerprint on every moment leading to this breakthrough, ensuring that the timing is perfect and that the result cannot be confused with coincidence. You are standing at the center of a heavenly plan designed to honor your perseverance, faith, and obedience. But understand this, the unveiling is not just about material or visible gain. This is about transformation. The person you are becoming is being revealed alongside the circumstances. God is aligning not only your environment, but also your spirit, preparing you to step fully into the calling for which you were created. Your breakthrough will be both external and internal, a testimony to your faith, patience, and resilience. You will not simply achieve, you will ascend. You will not merely receive, you will be elevated. So keep your heart alert. Watch for subtle confirmations. Pay attention to doors that begin to open to people who arrive unexpectedly, to words and visions that resonate with deep clarity. Each sign, each shift, each nudge is part of the unveiling. Heaven is making its presence undeniable. Take this moment seriously. The breakthrough is near. It is personal, it is sacred, and it is unstoppable. Your life is about to intersect with destiny in ways that will leave you in awe, humble, and full of gratitude. God is confirming what He has always promised. The waiting is ending. The preparation is complete. And the revelation is at hand. As the breakthrough approaches, it is crucial to understand not just the what, but the why. Every shift, every alignment, every divine orchestration carries a deeper spiritual meaning. God is not merely changing circumstances. He is refining your spirit, shaping your faith, and preparing your soul to carry the weight and responsibility of what is coming. This is a season of spiritual significance, a sacred intersection where destiny and divine purpose converge. Consider the storms you have weathered, the nights when hope felt distant, when doors were closed and prayers seemed unheard. These were not wasted seasons. They were the furnaces of refinement. Just as gold is purified by fire, your spirit has been purified through trials, patience, and persistence. Each hardship, each delay, each moment of solitude has been designed to strip away what is unnecessary, to strengthen what is essential, and to reveal what is truly permanent. The breakthrough that awaits is not a mere reward. It is the unveiling of a spirit fully aligned with divine purpose. Think of your journey as a path through a dense forest. The trail may have been obscured, twisted, and overgrown, but each step taken in faith has cleared a way. The sunlight now begins to pierce the canopy, casting light on the path ahead, showing the contours, the bridges, and the safe passages you could not see before. Every obstacle was a divine marker. Every delay, a signal to trust the guidance that was invisible but unwavering. The breakthrough is the clearing at the end of this forest, the open field where your purpose can fully flourish. Timing, too, carries spiritual significance. God's timing is never late, but it is also never rushed. He waits for the exact moment when your readiness aligns with the fullness of what He intends to release. This teaches patience, but it also teaches vigilance. The spiritual principle at work is one of divine synchrony, the unseen and the seen, the waiting and the action, the preparation and the revelation, all converge at the appointed time. To miss this even slightly would be to step outside of divine order. But when you remain attuned, when your heart is aligned with heaven, the breakthrough arrives precisely when it is meant to. There is also a deeper truth in these moments. Transformation always precedes elevation. The blessings you are about to receive are designed not only to reward faith, but to shape it, to expand your capacity to receive more, and to prepare you for the responsibilities that follow. God does not simply deliver miracles. He prepares a vessel capable of sustaining them. This is why every test, every season of waiting, Every quiet moment of perseverance is meaningful. They are the chisels sculpting a vessel strong enough to hold the fullness of divine favor. Furthermore, this breakthrough is a spiritual confirmation of your identity. You are not being elevated simply because of effort or circumstance. You are being recognized for who you are in God's eyes. The divine sees the faith, the resilience, the obedience, and the unwavering hope that human eyes often overlook. This is the spiritual law. What is hidden is eventually revealed. What is faithful in secret will be honored in manifestation. What God has sown in your heart, He will bring to fruition in the open. Your breakthrough also signals a season of alignment with destiny. The doors that open, the people who arrive, the opportunities that manifest, they are all divinely orchestrated, signs, reflections of a larger spiritual map that you are stepping into. Pay attention to patterns, coincidences, and confirmations. They are the markers of divine choreography, telling you that you are not merely passing through life by chance. You are moving according to a divine script, written long before your birth, designed specifically for you. Finally, embrace the spiritual principle of surrender. While preparation, awareness, and action are essential, ultimate trust lies in releasing control to God. The breakthrough is His doing, not yours. It flows from the unseen realm into the seen, guided by wisdom, love, and authority beyond human comprehension. Your role is faithfulness. Your role is attentiveness. Your role is alignment. When you let go of fear, doubt, and impatience, the spiritual currents carry you effortlessly into the next season. This is the depth behind what you are experiencing. Every tear, every trial, every moment of anticipation holds meaning. Every delay is deliberate. Every confirmation is sacred. And every step you take now, aligned with God's timing, brings you closer to the revelation that has been awaiting your readiness. The breakthrough is not just a change. It is a spiritual awakening, a revelation of purpose, a declaration that God's plans for you are moving from the hidden into the visible. As you stand on the edge of this breakthrough, pay close attention to the signs around you. God speaks in both subtle and unmistakable ways, and He often confirms His plans long before they fully unfold. These confirmations are like gentle lights in the darkness, guiding you, reassuring you, and declaring that what you are sensing is indeed aligned with heaven's design. First, notice the patterns in your life. Situations that once seemed chaotic may begin to align. Doors that repeatedly closed may suddenly open with ease. People who were previously distant or indifferent may now appear at the perfect time, bringing guidance, resources, or opportunities you didn't even know you needed. These are divine arrangements, a confirmation that the timing of your breakthrough is near. Second, pay attention to your dreams and visions. The Spirit often communicates through imagery, impressions, and symbolic messages during moments of rest or deep reflection. You may see recurring symbols, a key, a door light breaking through clouds, rivers flowing freely, or storms subsiding. Each symbol is a personal message, a spiritual marker that your path is being confirmed and that God's hand is actively shaping your journey. Third, notice the sense of peace or urgency in your spirit. When God confirms a step or a decision, He often accompanies it with a quiet inner knowing or an undeniable sense of anticipation. You may feel calm amidst uncertainty or a sudden push to act in faith. These moments are His way of saying, "This is the direction, this is the alignment, this is the timing." Fourth, watch for synchronicities and repeated messages. Perhaps a verse, a phrase, or a prophetic word appears multiple times in different contexts. Maybe a song, a conversation, or even a sign in nature keeps returning to your awareness. These repetitions are more than coincidence. They are divine markers guiding you, affirming that the breakthrough is both personal and intentional. Fifth, notice the stirring of your gifts, your creativity, and your passions. Sometimes confirmation comes through empowerment, an increase in clarity, focus, and confidence. You may suddenly feel equipped to handle situations that previously felt impossible. This internal awakening is a clear signal that God is preparing you to step fully into your purpose. Finally, listen to the words of encouragement spoken by others. People may speak insights, revelations, or affirmations into your life that resonate deeply, even if they do not fully understand the significance themselves. These messages are often messengers of God carrying confirmation from the unseen realms. Each of these signs, alignment of circumstances, dreams and visions, inner knowing synchronicities, awakened gifts, and affirming words, works together as a constellation of confirmation. They are there to reassure your heart, to awaken your faith, and to declare that God's plan is not delayed. Be attentive. Be watchful. Do not dismiss even the smallest whisper or subtle indication. Heaven is speaking, and these signs are the threads that connect your faith with the unfolding reality. Your breakthrough is not just coming, it is already moving toward you, leaving traces of its presence for you to recognize. Even as the signs of your breakthrough begin to appear, understand that the path will not be without its hidden challenges. God's timing is perfect, but it often requires navigating seasons of testing resistance and unseen opposition. These challenges are not punishments. They are the refining fires that strengthen your spirit, sharpen your discernment, and prepare you to handle the fullness of what is coming. Some obstacles will be obvious, like setbacks, delays, or unexpected opposition from others. You may face closed doors, disappointments, or moments when it seems like your prayers go unanswered. Other challenges are invisible doubts rising within your mind, fears whispering lies, or a sense of weariness pressing against your soul. These are not signs that God has forgotten you. On the contrary, they are part of His design to build resilience, trust, and obedience within you. Be aware that the enemy often intensifies these trials as your breakthrough nears. He knows that you are approaching a season of elevation, and he will attempt to create confusion, fear, and distraction. But remember this: no storm, no opposition, and no unseen force can disrupt what God has ordained. Your breakthrough is protected even as you walk through these tests. One of the most common hidden challenges is impatience. The waiting can feel unbearable, the silence too long, and the delays too heavy. Yet God's purpose is unfolding perfectly, and impatience can cloud your perception, making you miss the subtle alignments and confirmations He's placing along your path. Endure this season with faith, remembering that every test is a stepping stone toward your divine destiny. Another challenge is self-doubt. When breakthrough feels near, the mind often begins to question worthiness, ability, or readiness. Know this: God sees your potential, your perseverance, and your heart. What you feel unprepared for is exactly what He is preparing you to handle. The hidden battles are designed to align your spirit with His will, not to discourage you. Remember, too, that some challenges come through relationships and external circumstances. People may misunderstand your path, resist your growth, or even actively oppose your progress. These are not random acts. They are part of the shifting landscape around you, separating what aligns with your purpose from what does not. Stay rooted in your calling and let God's discernment guide your interactions and decisions. Above all, remain steadfast. Keep your eyes on God, even when the path seems unclear. The hidden challenges are temporary. They are shaping you, not stopping you. Each difficulty is a spiritual test, a chance to demonstrate faith, endurance, and obedience. And as you persevere, the breakthrough you have been waiting for draws nearer, ready to reward your faithfulness with revelation, alignment, and elevation. Now is the time to take deliberate steps in preparation for what is coming. God's breakthrough will not be missed, but He calls you to participate actively in aligning your spirit, mind, and actions with His will. Think of it as tuning an instrument before a grand symphony. Even the most magnificent music requires readiness, precision, and attention to detail. Your breakthrough will be the symphony, and your preparation is the tuning that allows it to resonate fully. First, guard your heart and mind. Distractions, negativity, and lingering doubts can distort your perception of the signs and confirmations God is sending. Begin each day with intentional focus. Set your heart and mind on His promises. Speak affirmations of faith aloud. Declare that you are ready, that your breakthrough is aligned with divine timing, and that you trust the unseen hand guiding your path. Protecting your thoughts and emotions will keep you aligned with heaven's frequency, allowing the breakthrough to flow seamlessly into your life. Second, prioritize spiritual disciplines. Prayer, meditation, and reflection are not merely rituals. They are channels for divine alignment. Carve out intentional moments each day to listen, to receive, and to respond to the promptings of the Spirit. These practices sharpen your awareness, increase your receptivity, and deepen your understanding of the shifts taking place around you. Approach them with urgency and consistency, knowing that each moment invested is a step closer to the manifestation of your breakthrough. Third, engage in intentional action. While patience and faith are crucial, preparation often requires tangible steps. Identify areas of your life that need realignment, relationships that require reconciliation, habits that require adjustment, or decisions that demand courage. God often confirms breakthrough through action. By responding faithfully to the opportunities and challenges before you, you position yourself to fully receive what He has prepared. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Create alignment through deliberate, faith-filled choices. Fourth, cultivate discernment. The closer you move toward your breakthrough, the more the enemy will attempt to distract or mislead. Pay attention to intuition, inner impressions, and subtle confirmations. Not every opportunity, message, or situation is from God. Some are tests and some are diversions. Ask for wisdom daily. Pray for clarity and protection. Let the Spirit guide your steps so that every move aligns with divine intention. Fifth, embrace gratitude and acknowledgement. Celebrate the small victories, the subtle confirmations, and the progress you have made. Gratitude opens the heart to receive more and amplifies the spiritual frequency of favor around you. Even in waiting, recognize God's fingerprints on your journey. When you acknowledge His work, you strengthen your connection to the divine flow, making the breakthrough not just a moment of arrival, but a season of spiritual elevation. Finally, maintain unwavering faith. The instructions you follow are not merely actions, they are declarations of trust. Each choice to align, each disciplined practice, and each moment of attentive listening is a covenant with heaven. You are saying, I am ready, I am faithful, I am attuned to your will. Do not underestimate the power of obedience and readiness. These actions, small as they may seem, create a spiritual momentum that carries your breakthrough from the unseen into the visible. Remember, urgency does not mean panic. It means attentiveness, clarity, and purpose. You are not striving to force the breakthrough, you are positioning yourself to receive it fully and in divine alignment. Every step you take now is sacred. Every choice is an opportunity for empowerment, and every act of faith draws the breakthrough closer. Prepare your heart, align your spirit, act with faith, and receive with gratitude. Heaven is orchestrating a magnificent release, and your readiness will ensure that when the moment comes, nothing will be missed, nothing overlooked, and nothing wasted. You are standing at the threshold of divine fulfillment. Step forward with clarity, courage, and complete trust. As you prepare to step fully into your breakthrough, know this: you are not walking alone. God's protection surrounds you even in moments when it feels invisible. He is like a fortress of light encasing your spirit, a shield against unseen attacks, and a guiding hand steering you through the twists, turns, and trials of this season. Nothing can breach the covenant of protection He has placed over your life. Imagine a golden light forming a barrier around you, shimmering, impenetrable, and alive with divine authority. Every step you take, every breath you draw, is enveloped in this sacred shield. Fear cannot penetrate it, confusion cannot distort it, and opposition cannot overcome it. Even the storms that rage around you cannot touch the core of what God has ordained. This protection is not passive. It is active, intentional, and perfectly timed. At times, protection may appear in subtle ways. A word of encouragement that reaches you at just the right moment. An obstacle that disappears unexpectedly. A sudden clarity in a confusing situation. These are not coincidences, they are divine interventions carefully orchestrated to preserve your breakthrough and maintain your alignment with heaven's plan. Recognize them, receive them, and trust that every detail of your life is being carefully guarded. You may encounter moments of doubt, fear, or questioning. These are natural, but do not let them define your perception. The assurance you need does not come from circumstance. It comes from knowing that God Himself is invested in your journey. He has seen every trial heard, every prayer, and prepared every provision. The unseen forces that once seemed overwhelming are now under His command. Your breakthrough is protected and your path is secured. Remember, too, that protection comes through obedience. Walking in alignment with the instructions God has given you, guarding your heart and staying attentive to His voice, fortifies the shield around you. The combination of divine presence and your faithfulness creates a harmony of security that cannot be shaken. You are not vulnerable. You are not forgotten. You are under divine watch, carefully guided toward the fulfillment of your purpose. So breathe deeply and let the awareness of protection sink into your spirit. Visualize the heavenly barrier, feel its warmth, and trust its authority. Let it bring peace to your mind and confidence to your steps. You are safe. You are guided. You are empowered. And nothing, no obstacle, no opposition, no hidden challenge can prevent the breakthrough that is coming. Step forward with assurance. The moment is approaching, and God is moving with precision on your behalf. His protection surrounds you, His promises hold you, and His presence carries you into the fullness of what has been prepared. You are not alone. You are never alone. You are divinely guarded, divinely guided, and divinely affirmed. Now imagine the moment when the breakthrough fully manifests. It is more than a change in circumstances. It is a transformation of your very being. The person you were before, with all the doubts, fears, and limitations, will step into a new identity aligned with divine purpose and fully equipped to carry the weight of what God has prepared. This is not just an elevation. It is an awakening of every fiber of your spirit. You will feel it first as a release, a loosening of the chains that once bound you. Burdens that weighed heavily on your heart will dissolve. The doubts that haunted your mind will scatter like mist in the morning sun. What once felt impossible will suddenly feel natural, flowing effortlessly into your life. The breakthrough is a declaration from heaven that your faithfulness has been seen, your perseverance honored, and your calling affirmed. Emotionally, you will experience an overwhelming sense of gratitude. Tears may come not of sorrow, but of awe, relief, and recognition. You will see the invisible threads of God's hand in your journey, realizing that every trial, every delay, every struggle was purposeful. What once seemed like obstacles were actually stepping stones carefully placed to elevate you into the fullness of your destiny. You will understand why the waiting was necessary and why the timing was always perfect. Spiritually, the breakthrough will deepen your connection with God. Your faith, once tested, will now be validated. Your trust, once stretched, will now be strengthened. You will recognize that this is more than a reward, It is a confirmation of alignment with the divine. You are no longer just walking in hope. You are walking in manifestation, in evidence, and in the certainty of God's promises. The invisible becomes visible, the silent becomes heard, and the dormant seeds of your spirit blossom into full expression. Transformation also touches the way you interact with the world. Your perspective shifts. You begin to see opportunities, relationships, and challenges through a lens of divine insight. The wisdom gained through the hidden seasons now guides your decisions, your actions, and your purpose. The breakthrough empowers you to impact others, to lead, to inspire, and to walk confidently in the calling that has been uniquely yours. You will not only receive, but you will radiate, becoming a beacon of hope, faith, and divine confirmation for those around you. This fulfillment is cumulative, integrating every lesson, every struggle, and every act of faith. You will feel a harmony within yourself, a sense of wholeness that cannot be shaken by external circumstances. It is the internal alignment of your spirit with your destiny, where every aspect of your life begins to resonate with divine purpose. You will stand in awe of the journey you have traveled, marveling at the orchestration of heaven and the perfection of timing that led to this moment. The impact of this transformation is not temporary, it is enduring. It changes the trajectory of your life, your influence, and your legacy. You will move forward not only with blessings, but with understanding, clarity, and the wisdom that comes from being tested, refined, and confirmed. The breakthrough is not just a destination. It is a revelation of who you are meant to be and the fulfillment of every promise whispered into your spirit. Step into this transformation with anticipation. Receive it with open arms and a heart ready to embrace the fullness of what has been prepared for you. Heaven has moved, alignment has occurred, and your life is entering a season of profound fulfillment. As you step into this new season, speak these truths over yourself. Declare them with intention, knowing that every word carries authority when aligned with God's will. Let them resonate in your spirit and anchor your faith affirmation. I am ready to receive the breakthrough God has prepared for me. Affirmation 2. I am aligned with my divine purpose and walking in perfect timing. Affirmation 3. I trust the unseen hand of God guiding every step of my journey. Affirmation 4. I am protected, empowered, and elevated for the calling I carry. Speak these affirmations daily. Let them penetrate every corner of doubt, every shadow of fear, and every whisper of uncertainty. When you declare them with faith, they become a spiritual shield, a declaration of alignment, and a key that unlocks the fullness of what heaven has ordained. Now receive this blessing over your life. May the presence of God surround you like a fortress of light, shielding you from every distraction, delay, and opposition. May His wisdom illuminate your steps, guiding you through the hidden currents of life with clarity and confidence. May every door that was once closed swing open in perfect timing, revealing opportunities, favor, and alignment prepared specifically for you. May your heart remain steadfast, your spirit remain alert, and your faith unshakable. May the breakthrough you have been waiting for arrive with unmistakable clarity, confirming the promises that have long been whispered into your soul. May your transformation be complete, your purpose fully revealed, and your influence expanded for the glory of God. And finally, may you walk forward with courage, gratitude, and anticipation, knowing that nothing can delay the plans of heaven. The season of waiting is over. The season of alignment is here. The breakthrough is yours. You are seen. You are honored. You are divinely positioned for everything God has prepared. Go forth with confidence. Declare your faith. Receive your destiny. And always remember what God has promised He will fulfill on time, in alignment, and in perfect measure.